Hi everyone, this is Nathan.
And this is Heather.
And we are here with something we've enjoyed doing ever since the beginning. I believe this was our first or second video. No, the first video was the train.
The train from
Harry Potter.
Pops, yeah,
but the second video was the Hallmark Keepsakes ornament collection from 2016.
Yeah.
Then last year we did 2017, and we love them so much. We're doing the 2018.
And we've also done updates in October for
the
second releases.
So much stuff.
I know.
We've actually don't have enough room on our tree anymore for
I think
this.
we're going to have to get a bigger tree this year.
We may have to just make a tree out of this stuff.
Yeah.
So this year we were very excited. We did a little bit more budgeting, but we still ended up with 7 with 10 pieces.
Yeah, and this is just July.
Definitely.
We haven't gotten October yet.
We're by another 6 at least come October.
Yeah, for sure.
But this time we're really happy with what we got.
I love it.
So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and go through every one of these and just show you what they do and what they are.
Awesome.
Okay, so our favorite thing about this is that they do so many things.
So many different licenses, which is great.
And the one thing you won't see in this one that you've seen in the past is the Looney Tunes, and that's just because this year's was Tasmanian Devil, who is I enjoy him, but not necessarily my favorite. And since we were on a budget, he went a little bit over.
Yeah,
he was a tough decision.
Yeah, he was.
So my first one that I'm going to pick is definitely for me, and it is the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet.
Yeah, and if you watch this channel, you know how much Nate loves old school arcade cabinets, and he really loves Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, believe it or not, I've always enjoyed it, but I've never really played it until the last couple years. It is a deceptively hard game. I mean, it's funny because they talk about it's really cutesy and all that, but it actually is difficult because there's just a lot of timing. You can get killed really easily. It's about memorizing, like, not only the boards, but the patterns, and knowing when to use which one. So this one has the side art.
Is that original?
Yes, everything is original. Yeah. Only thing more original they could have put was call it its original name, which was Monkey Kong.
I don't know if you can see the camera, tip it a little bit, but there is like an actual little fake screen up inside.
Well, you'll see it when I put the batteries in. I think what we're going to do for these magic lit ones is the next person will start showing the next one, and then I'll come back and show you that.
Put the batteries in.
The controls are even textured, so it's not even. I mean, there is detail. Whoever sculpted this went out of their way.
Yeah, there's a lot of great detail.
Properly. It's hard to believe these are Christmas ornaments.
It's really cute, and it does.
I love the
all of these. We won't show it every time, but all of these do come with batteries in the box. So the batteries that you need
even though
I
think one or two may use the magic cable, which is like a power supply.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, like a power cable that you need.
Heather's going to go ahead and start doing the next one while I put the batteries in this one.
Okay. All right, so of course I'm going in for the Harry Potter one. And so there were 2 for this release in July. So this is First Impressions, and this is Harry with Snape. And this is a Sound and Magic. So this one will have to have batteries too. Let's go ahead and get this out of the box and take a look. So this one's got 2 batteries in it. And we'll take a look at the ornament. Oh, this one's so nice. I think the character ornaments are, as far as Harry Potter goes, are my favorite. The buildings are pretty cool, but I just really love the detail that they have with the characters.
The scenes.
Yeah, so I mean, this looks so much like the scene out of the movie. So Harry's at his desk writing with his quill. I thought that was paper, but it is like a thin plastic. He's got his inkwell, and he's taking his notes in his notebook there with Snape standing over top, and there's kind of like a stone floor. Let's get a better look at Snape's indignant look as he's like, I mean, look how much that looks like
Oh, wow.
It looks so good. I mean, it's got all the details of all the buttons. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but his outfit is extremely detailed, as is Harry's, with his Gryffindor tie and his glasses and Hogwarts logo on his cloak. At the bench and the table and his cloak kind of hanging down. A lot of great like texture and detail on the back with the cloaks hanging down. I love this. I'm really, really happy with this one.
Really
I think they
cool.
did a really great job.
It definitely recreates the scene.
Yeah, I think that one's fantastic. All right.
Okay, so while she's putting the batteries, I have finished the Donkey Kong. And then I'll also start to look at mine. So
Where's the
The
button?
battery, so the battery is right there.
Okay.
Now that is where...
Where's the button? Oh!
There we go.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, that's... So you can see that, and they even put a flicker in it to create the...
Yeah, to make it look more animated.
So it's the jump and... it's the 1-player and 2-player button.
Sorry for the noise that you hear in the background. That's us putting batteries in.
So that is amazing.
I love
that. That was one of my must-have pieces. Let's move on to another. I'm going to do one that's not powered, which will help us with pacing a little bit.
That's a good idea.
So my next one is Big Hero 6. As you may know, I'm a big fan of Wreck-It Ralph and Big Hero 6. A little fun fact about Big Hero 6 is that it actually was based off of a failed Marvel comic from the late 90s that they tried to bring back in 2007. And while the character names were similar, they were not the same character types. But it was a fun read. I think you can get it for free on Comixology. So this is Baymax.
And Baymax.
It's normal cuddly Baymax. Another fun fact, and this was a massive difference in the comics from the movie, is that Baymax in the comic book actually was a humanoid, is an android, and he had the memories impression of Hero's dad. So Hero's dad had died, and whoever built Baymax actually put his dad's soul into not soul, but like a digital recreate. You know how comic books do. And so that's our normal Baymax, and this is Baymax in the power armor.
Oh wow!
And also, just to make it clear, the movie was better than the comic. They did such a great job with recreating them. That's kind of cool with his wings, his magnetic mount. Sorry, the camera's a little off kilter, so it's hard to remember where to put them. So those are the 4 magnetic things where Hero would ride on his back.
Oh yeah.
But now we're gonna have Baymax ride on armored Baymax. Anyway. So that is awesome. Non-powered, so we don't need to...
Yeah, there's no light or sounds or anything with those. And hopefully Heather put the batteries in right on this. I'm not sure if I did or not. But, so let's hit the button and see.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity. Tell me, what would I get if I added powdered root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood? You don't know? Well, let's try again. Where, Mr. Potter, would you look if I asked you to find me a bezel?
I don't know, sir.
And what is the difference between Monkshood and Wolfbane?
I don't know, sir.
Pity. Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
Awesome. I think that's the only...
Mr. Potter.
Yeah. So that's the only phrase. Some of these, if you push them multiple times, you get multiple phrases. So that is the Harry Potter phrase. And I'm going to go...
I'm next, actually.
Oh, you are?
Wait, no, you're next. You're next.
Baymax.
Sorry.
I'm going to go in for this one. And I don't know why, but for some reason I absolutely love the seagulls from Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. I love all animals and I love seagull, but I'm not like obsessed with seagulls, but for some reason I just absolutely love these characters. So when I saw this, I had to get this one. So this is called Mine, 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 and these are the seagulls that are in Finding Nemo, and then they also make a little bit of an appearance in Finding Dory too. And I don't think this one has any sound either. I think this one... Oh, no, this one does have sound and magic. Oh, good. So I guess you get to hear them say mine, mine, mine. So let's take a look. I didn't realize this one had sound. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're awesome. So they're sitting on the rock with the waves splashing up. There's 3 of them. One of them's got his big beak open. Here they are from the back. If they wanted to be realistic, there should have been bird poop all over the rock. So, wow. Yeah, I went there. Oh, they're really cute. Okay, so I can't wait to get the batteries in and hear the sounds from them. So I'm going to try and get the batteries in while Nate moves on to his next pick.
Okay, and this one is a Heather pick, but I'm going to do it because I wanted it as well. And something I should note that I think is kind of important. We're not going to cover all of them, but on the back, it usually has something to say about it. This one, oh, it does not have it. Let me bring one of the ones we've done. Big Hero 6. So it will put who, because it's very important to a lot of the collectors to know who did the sculpting. And really, I think they deserve credit because there is quite a bit of work that goes into sculpting these. And also, on that note, if you go on their website, you can usually see interviews with the people who created them. If you go into their online catalog for buying these, because I know in this day and age, it's actually gotten harder to find a Hallmark keepsake. Mm-hmm. When we started doing this back in 2005, we actually started buying in 2014 or 2. Yeah. 14. And there's like 4 or 5. At the beginning Hallmarks of 2010, there was like 7 or 8 Hallmarks. Mm-hmm. We're down to 1. Yeah, we have 1 left in our town, and we're in a fairly good-sized town for our state. And so, it's just... but anyway, so if you go to the site, they put the videos of what these do. Yeah, so you can actually see...
if you want to know, like, what the music and the sound and the lights or whatever they are, it will show you.
But moving on to this one, and not to take away from this one, we noticed that we don't have a lot of Muppets.
Yeah.
And Rolf is one of our favorite Muppets. So we ended up getting Rolf.
Oh, he's so cool.
And I can't wait.
Tux on.
Tux, and he's playing the piano.
I love that it's an old stand-up piano. When I was a kid, we had one of those in my house. It was painted green for some reason. It had like a bunch of layers of paint, and that thing weighed a ton. But we had it in the basement of our house, so that's kind of nostalgic for me because we had one of those big old stand-up pianos.
Definitely.
That's got great detail with the keys, and he's on his like rolling chair.
As always, he's kind of got that classical design of Rolf. Because I think they've updated him a little bit since this. But that's
great, though.
That is a classical Muppet.
That's awesome.
So while I'm putting batteries in, I'll let Heather come back with the...
Okay, so we're back with the seagulls. And the button for them is on top of the rock. I don't know why I love that so much, but I just love it. It's so funny.
Back in the day, it was just one of those things that they did for detail that was just amazing.
Yeah, and it's like, and that's exactly what, if you've ever heard a bunch of seagulls, that's kind of how they sound. It sounds like they're saying mine. Let's see. Okay, it's the same thing, so, but I love it.
As opposed to that other phrase they say in the movie. Yeah. And I like on Finding Dory, how the
sea lions.
Yeah, that's the equivalent to these.
Yeah. So anyway, so those are the Finding Dory, Finding Nemo.
And I will go ahead and let me go ahead and do mine.
Oh, you about ready for Rolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All he used were 8 little notes, just 8 count-em-8 like these. He'd mix and match and hatch a batch of catchy melodies. Now I could take 2 notes and come up with
and that's the actual Jim Henson recording. So, that's another cool thing is I think whoever put this one together definitely went for the classical Muppets. And so anyway, I'll let Heather go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to go in and grab the next Harry Potter one. And so this is, they've been continuing on with the, like, buildings. The first one they had was Hogwarts itself, Hogwarts Castle, which I did never get, and now I can't afford it on eBay, and I'm heartbroken because of it. And then they've done, last year was Ollivander's Wand Shop, and then they've also done also last year was Gringotts with the dragon on top. Oh, yes. So, I think that's it for the buildings.
Was Gringotts last year or the year before?
No, it was last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think they did 2 last year, so... Anyway.
Which we barely got.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a long story with that. But anyway, so this year is Honeydukes. And if you've ever been to either of the any of the Universal theme parks that has the Harry Potter in it, this is pretty much what the building looks like there. They've done a really good job with it. So get it out, and it's kind of delicate here. So, oh wow, it's so pretty with the glitter. So it's got, kind of the chimneys and the little turrets for the windows on the top, and all the snow, and the snow is just full of chunky glitter, which is really, really pretty. That's going to look so nice on the Christmas tree. And then, I don't know if we'll be able to get close-ups, but all of the windows. So the first one has a giant chocolate frog box. And then the next one has, so it's like a skull or something?
Yeah, so like the funny bones or...
Yeah, and I can't really tell what's underneath the other one, or underneath the skulls there. It looks just like jars. Pepper imps. It's probably pepper imps. And then the next one is Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. And then the last one are like giant lollipops. And they've got the door, and all across the top is the bright pink Honeydukes. And then from this side, you can see the sign hanging over the top. It's got a lot of nice brick and shingle work from the sides. Focus camera. And a nice window. Actually, there's several windows on this side. And then on the back is where your light bulbs go from your tree. So it'll shine light in and will make the windows like illuminate. So this one is so pretty. They've done a really nice job on it. I love the windows. They've got a lot of like nice rounded detail and plastic and everything inside of them.
And something worth noting on this one is, so for some of these buildings, they do a lot of the put the bulb in of your own. And I think that's to keep the price down. So it means everyone has the ability to collect these, because the ones with the electronics can run you $30 to $50.
Yeah, some of them are so expensive. And with this size of ornament, it's already kind of pricey. So yeah. I agree. It's a nice way to kind of keep the costs down. So that is the Honeydukes Sweet Shop.
And one of the ones we did not get that was actually $100 for the entire, $130 I think, for the entire set was, they had Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. And you could buy them together or separately, and they had like coordinated sound, light, animatronics, everything.
And it was for Christmas Carol.
Yeah, very nice. This one put us over our budget because we weren't planning on getting this one, but...
And then we saw it in person.
I'm a big fan of kinetoscopes, so...
I like them too, but the video that was on the website didn't really capture how cool it was until we saw it in the store, and then I was like, okay, yeah.
So this is a Peanuts. We also don't have a lot of Peanuts. I'll put this down the side until... I'm not really going to show this one until I get it together, though. So you have Snoopy.
The next one while you're doing
oh yeah, definitely.
Because you really can't capture. Did you show Snoopy on the top?
Yeah. Whoa! There we go.
Okay, well, there we go. Let's get it. There we go.
The wind is in my ears. Anyway, I'm going to let Heather go ahead and do Wally.
Okay. Okay, so next, one of our very favorite Pixar movies is Wall-E. We both just love that movie. So, of course, when we saw this one, we absolutely had to get it. And I think in October, there is an Eevee that will come out that matches. So sometimes they do that. They'll be like, sorry for the plastic sound. They'll be like coordinating ornaments. And so I think I need to look at the catalog, but I think there's an Eevee coming out in October. Sorry, we're getting boxes and tissues and plastic piled up everywhere. So
like
here
Christmas morning.
Yeah, it does feel like Christmas morning. So here is Wall-E. Oh, he's so cute. I really don't know how they made a little square robot have so much personality. It's just, he's so amazing. It all has to do with the eyes, but he is so cute. I just love Wall-E. So this is him, when he's on the planet, and, he carried things around in his little cooler. So he's got his cooler on his back with the little, what was the company? Why can I not remember the company?
Coleman. Oh, no. By and Large.
By and Large, yeah. Like with the little, I think it's got the little By and Large logo on it. And so he looks like he's very kind of rusty and dirty. Like his treads have a lot of dirt in them. And I think they're actually rubber. They feel different. And he's got his sweet little face and his little arms in the front. So here's his little Wall-E logo.
And a fun fact about Wall-E is that Wall-E was the last Pixar movie that came from the legendary lunch meeting the day that they finished Toy Story 1, where they were laying out the movies they wanted to make.
Yeah.
So, like, every movie since then has been something that has been developed since the original team put together Toy Story.
So they've done a really good job on making him look like very kind of rusty, and he's got lots of dirt splatter and everything.
Yeah.
They've captured him really well.
Which is interesting.
He's got a lot of great personality.
There's a lot of toys, because I have a couple of them.
Yeah, we have a few Wall-E toys.
He's very clean.
Yeah.
Like, they do
yeah, I like that this is him. He's on the planet doing his job, and he's kind of dirty.
Which just, again, speaks for Hallmark.
Yeah. I know, the attention to detail. So I love him. No music, sound, lights, or anything, but he doesn't need it because look how cute he is. He's adorable. You about ready with the...
I am. And so...
Awesome.
This since there's a reason I don't think this one showed up very well on their site.
It's going to be hard to film.
So we have
Get our
Snoopy...
faces out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, so
you
just
first...
flick the...
Yeah, you flick this little lever. And then that's what it looks like from the outside.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there's like two parts. So there's an inside and an outside. Oh, wow, that looks so good. Okay, our video's better than the And so
one more time.
It does take batteries, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the mechanism, it's the music.
Oh, sure, it does.
Oh, wow, that looks pretty good.
That is so awesome.
Anyway, their website does not, and as you can see, how that works, a kinetoscope works is you have the pictures
on the inside of the barrel.
And then you have the mirror that reflects each one. And the human eye, it's kind of interesting. The human eye naturally tries to draw pictures. Yeah, it tries to connect things and create motion where there isn't any. Mm-hmm. So kinetoscopes are great. They're just amazing little things.
They've done a great, Well, like I said, when we saw the video, I was like, I'm not so sure. But seeing it in person, this is a stunning ornament. And it's got you can see where he's been ice skating on the top. And I love it.
Definitely.
This was a really great one.
I'm very glad that we went ahead and purchased. So this one can also be used as a desktop. It has little things.
Yeah, oh, that's nice.
And this may actually end up being just a Christmas thing.
Just set out on a table. It's your turn.
Now we go to our premium, last two, which are our two favorites.
No, I'd have to say the Harry Potter.
Well, okay,
Snape
these are
is
my two favorites.
Very, very, very close.
a lot of good stuff out, and it's hard to choose. And really, we had a family meeting.
Yeah.
We just sat there, and I was like cutting and pasting, and we were building lists, and then
Our wish list together.
oh boy, oh well, let me show the box real quick. Sorry, I'm so
You did a
excited.
good job on showing the boxes. Sorry about that.
So this is a statue from the one that started it all.
Yay.
Steamboat Willie, 90th anniversary.
That's crazy.
Look at that. That's amazing. So Ken Crow. Ken Crow is a toy maker at heart. And I believe he's one of the most famous ones that does the stuff for Hallmark.
Oh, from one of the best ones.
So let's go ahead and let's get a look at this. Well, get the batteries out. We're running out of space, folks.
Yeah, we are. Our table's only so big.
So let's go ahead and look at this. Pull out. So this one is definitely packed very well.
Good.
As seen in some previous videos, we actually have had one or two items break in the box.
Yeah,
But they have been awesome
they
about
were
fixing
very
them.
good about, but I would recommend that if you go and get your ornaments, check them pretty quickly though, because the problem is if they sell out, you might not be able to get a replacement. So do check and make sure that they're in good shape as soon as you get home.
Which, there was a good... One of the other ones we didn't get at Disney. In the past, you've seen we've gotten the castles.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a good... Belle had a good thing.
Yeah, but they were porcelain, and there was Cinderella's castle, and then Belle, and she had flocking on her dress, and they were beautiful, but they were porcelain, and they were crazy expensive.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And so... Ooh, this is just
he's
the
so
detail work
cool.
done in the
Did you show
two-tone.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we'll move up to that. And
I love how that looks like the old film reel, and he's doing that's the traditional whistle. So I'm assuming that's probably what we're going to hear when we put
yeah,
the
he's got the
batteries
lever
in. Yeah.
like that. So this might be a type of kinetoscope or an attempt at a kinetoscope effect. So anyway, I'm
He's
gonna
got
let.
a little bit of
Yeah, I know he looks kind of
he's a
dinged.
little bit of dirt on his face.
So-
there. Otherwise, he's really
Yeah.
cool. Oh, is he loose on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
moves.
Let's not
Sorry,
give away
no,
the
I
trick.
didn't know.
We're
I
just
thought
kidding.
he was broken for a second. I didn't
Let's-
know that he
well,
actually moved.
We'll pull him up, and I think we're going to be very happy with
Yeah.
what we see.
Okay, so while Nate's putting the batteries in that, I'm going to move on to the Pinocchio and the fairy, which this is my favorite scene from Pinocchio. I love the blue fairy. This one's called A Real Boy. And this one does have light and sound. Get the box open. I'd say this was the one after the Harry Potters that I wanted the
Oh,
most.
definitely. Pinocchio is probably in my top 5 of Disney films.
Oh, this one's beautiful. They have done a really great job. So here is Pinocchio sitting on part of Geppetto's workshop, like table, and where the blue fairy comes to grant him his wish. So he's sitting on the table, and there are like cups with paint brushes, some like chisel kind of tools, a little is that like a little toy car, I guess? I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think it's just one of Geppetto. Oh no, it's like a
plane.
planer.
Yeah, it's a plane.
Some of Geppetto's work tools, and it's on a really pretty base with a nice scroll on
That
it.
is just...
And the blue fairy's dress, I'm guessing it's probably going to light up. It looks like it's kind of semi-translucent, so that's going to be really pretty. Here's kind of a close-up of her face. They did a good job on her face. She's got her wand out. And see if I can get a good look at Pinocchio's face there.
Oh, that's
Come on, camera, focus. There we go. You can see a little bit better look. And here it is from the back.
Oh, I love that work.
So she's got a lot of detail on her dress.
I love the back of the desk.
Yeah,
that
it's
flower.
got that nice tulip on it. This is beautiful. They have done such a great job with this one. Okay, I really, really love this.
That is definitely
I can't wait to get the batteries in this one. Okay, so I think Nate's almost ready with the
Here we-
Steamboat Willie one, and I'll put the batteries in Pinocchio while he is showing you that. You about ready?
Yeah, here we go. So, we're very excited and definitely
Yeah, I'm
want to
going
see
to
it.
pause what I'm doing because I can't wait to see what this does.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow! That is, okay, it kind of, the camera can't totally capture it, but the film on the video looks amazing in person.
So he's dancing. Okay, so we'll do the wheel one more time. So
The
there's
light
so
not
many
stay-
layers.
Yeah. There we go.
So I don't think this effect is showing up because the
It doesn't
camera
look
is
like-
faster.
yeah.
But to the human eye, as I was saying with the kinetoscope,
Yeah.
this basically it's flashing in enough way so that each of the film strips is showing up. Of course, the camera cannot do that, so
Yeah.
let's try one more time. Well, anyway, so sorry guys, but so each piece is him doing something else. Oh my gosh, this is probably, let's focus, my favorite piece.
It's amazing. I love how he rocks back and forth.
Yeah. It definitely captures everything that makes classic Disney great. It has the kinetoscope on the bottom with the film strip and him dancing and doing the whistling that he did in the movie. Anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and pause this while Heather finishes. And we're back.
Okay, so I've got the batteries in the Pinocchio ornament. Let's go ahead and push the button.
Are you real, boy? No, Pinocchio. To make Geppetto's wish come true will be entirely up to you.
Oh, wow.
Prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish, and someday you will be a real boy. A real boy! Little puppet made of pine, wake. The gift of life is thine.
So finally, we're back to, we found our one that has the multiple phrases.
Yeah, so that one has the three different phrases.
Are you real boy?
Okay, yeah. So it's got 3, and her dress lights up, and this is beautiful. I am so
is
happy
amazing.
with this one. Gorgeous. So do you want to do a recap?
Definitely. So,
Let's go ahead and recap. So this is the Pinocchio and the Blue Fairy.
this is Steamboat Mickey.
Steamboat Willie.
Duh.
And we also picked up the Honeydew Sweet Shop from Harry Potter.
Honeydukes. And here is Snape with his first impressions of Harry.
I love that one.
That one is great.
Yeah. And Alan Rickman, he's just the best. So here's the Mine. The Great Seagulls from Finding Nemo.
Let me adjust here for a second. And here is Donkey Kong.
That one's cool. And we've got Wally.
Wally.
I love him. Even with no lights and sounds, he's one of my favorites. I thought they did a
Definitely.
great job with him.
The Peanuts kinetoscope ornament.
And this thing is a huge ornament.
Yeah.
It's really, really large.
And I don't think we're going to put it on the tree. I think it's going to
It's
become
probably
a
sit on the tabletop or the fireplace.
Rolf.
And here is Rolf from the Muppet Show.
And then I think together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Heather and I'll put out
Yep.
is Baymax. Double Baymax. I heard you like Baymax, so we put armor on your Baymax so you can have Baymax.
Baymax. So this was a double pack and you got both the Baymaxes.
Definitely.
Cool.
So it looks like we have hit, once again, as we do every year, we've past the 30-minute mark, and we're almost to 40 minutes.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm sure it'll be edited down by about
Yeah.
5-10 minutes, but still, we have so much fun doing this.
Yeah. We hope that you enjoy it. This is one of our favorite videos to make. We absolutely love collecting these ornaments and decorating our tree every year and sharing them with you. So, check your local Hallmark. I know a lot of these sell out, but they do try and, keep them in stock for a while. Or maybe, if you're trying to decide if you wanted them or if you just wanted to see what some of them look like that you weren't able to get, and maybe we did. So we hope that you enjoyed it.
I think there's more of a
great.
first day scarcity than a overall scarcity with these. And Hallmark does a good job. And for the price, I think you get a great value.
Yeah,
even though they're expensive, you really get a lot for your dollar.
Okay, Nate, which was your favorite?
Steamboat Willie.
Okay.
Hands down is my favorite, but they're all great.
Yeah, they're all great. I think Harry with Snape is my favorite, followed by the Blue Fairy, and Pinocchio is probably a very close second. Yeah,
Donkey
but I
Kong,
love them all.
I was actually playing arcade Donkey Kong this morning, so that says something about how much I love that kind of thing. So anyway,
thanks for sticking with us. Hope you watched the whole video and enjoyed it.
We'll try to link to the other two that we've done. Oh, actually, the other four. Jeez. Yeah. And without further ado, hope you've enjoyed the video. And it's a Hallmark Christmas.
Have a happy Christmas in July. We'll see you next time. This is Heather.